What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hugo Smokes. I'm your host, Hugo, and today I'm going to be smoking the Espinosa Knuckle Sandwich, Connecticut, in a 6.5 by 48 short Churchill. This cigar here is comprised of an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper over binders and fillers from Nicaragua. And this cigar here is actually a group project of Eric Espinosa and Guy Fieri. If you don't know Guy Fieri, he looks something like this. That's the guy. So, as far as my previous experience with Espinosa, this is my first Espinosa that I'm going to smoke. I do have several in the humidor, but I haven't got to them. So for that, I'm pretty excited. All right, let's take a closer look at this very delicate claro colored wrapper, which is nice and silky and semi-sheen. And look at that nice ornate band that Eric and Guy put on this cigar. And a nice footband there. The aromas coming off of the wrapper. Mild tobacco, semi-sweet. One thing I do notice with these box presses is they're always just a little bit underfilled, in my opinion. I did check the humidity on this with the humidimeter probe. Check it out.
When I pulled this bad boy out of the dry box, it still felt a little bit squishy, so I decided to use my humidimeter pro on it to check the humidity. As you can see on the cap, it's reading about 61 to 60%, which is perfect. Quick tip: when you're checking the foot on these box presses, go ahead and press slightly like I did so you can get a snug reading, and you can see it's 60 as well on the foot. So it was ready to smoke.
So it is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast. So let's go ahead and punch cut this one since it's a thinner ring gauge. Semi clean cut. It just pushed all the cap inside because it's so underfilled. Okay, so draw. Getting aromas of very musky earth and tobacco, and that's pretty much it. Slide the footband off, and let's go ahead and light this bad boy. All right, right off the bat, abundant smoke, as you can see. Very nice and creamy. The retrohale is a bit stinging on the sinus, about a 2 out of 10. On the palate, there is some peppery notes, not very strong. On the retrohale, just getting some light cedary notes, which are very pleasant at this time. some musky earth as well on the retrohale. Not a lot going on the palate, except for that just light pepper, some minerality now. Most of the action is going on the retrohale itself. All right, let me keep smoking this down to the first third, and I'll be back for my first update on this Espinosa Knuckle Sandwich. Welcome back. I'm at the end of the first third of this Knuckle Sandwich. As you can see, the ash fell a while back, but the burn line is nice and even, almost razor sharp. The ash is kind of flaky, grayish white with some black streaks, and still producing lots of smoke. All right, the cigar opened up very nicely throughout the first third. On the palate, still getting that light pepper. Still some minerality that kind of dries your mouth a little bit. The smoke is very creamy, chewy, syrupy texture type. It just coats the whole inside of your mouth. Nice white pepper, not attacking the palate. And there's a lingering sweetness that you get almost when you take a handful of trail mix with dried fruit. On the retro itself, getting lots of cedar notes, light musky earth as an undertone, and also that trail mix sweetness, which is very, very delightful and enjoyable. So far, this Connecticut is money. I would say if it keeps that nice trail mix fruity sweetness throughout the stick, it's going to be a stellar stick in my opinion. But there's only one way to find out, right? Keep smoking it. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll smoke the next third, and I'll be back for my next update. Welcome back. I'm at the end of the second third of this Knuckle Sandwich. As you can see, the ash literally just fell before this take, but the burn line is pretty much razor sharp and still getting lots of smoke. All right, so the complexity on this cigar simmered down a little bit. Pretty much just getting that nice nutty trail mix flavor on the palate. The almond note is a little bit overpowering. I'm getting also now citrus, more like of an orange lemon zest type of note. And on the retrohale itself, still getting cedar and pepper. The sting on the sinus from the pepper increased now. It's about a 5 to 6 out of 10. It's pretty hefty, so watch out for that. Yeah, so retrohaling it slow, you get all those full flavors. That's all I have for this second third. Let's see how the final third performs. Let me smoke it down as far as I can, remove the band, and I'll be back for my final update and closing thoughts on this Knuckle Sandwich. Welcome back. I'm at the end of this Knuckle Sandwich. As you can see, it's nice and squishy now. The burn line is all over the place, all wonky. The ash is flaky. But again, it's a box press. It's a little bit underfilled, and it's the nature of the beast. But the smoke production isn't sacrificed at all. Great construction on this little cigar. Well, actually not that little, right? It's a petite Churchill, but. So as far as the notes on the palate, black pepper now is introduced, which is a little bit stinging in the back of the mouth. The cedar is now charred, so smoky cedar on the palate. That lingering fruity almond note is lingering now. It's very subliminal, but it's still there. I can still taste it. On the retrohale, getting that charred cedar as well. The pepper. The sting on the sinus went back down to a tolerable level, like a 2 or 3 out of 10. So yeah, it's a great performing stick. It's been burning for about an hour and 45 minutes now. Good bang for your buck at around $13 MSRP for a single. They also have them in 5-packs and boxes of 20. Do the math, 260 something for a 5-pack, 200 and about 50 for a box of 20. Great price on this stick, and definitely a box worthy in my book. Again, if you guys have been watching my channel, I'm trying to get into Connecticut's this year a lot more. Most of the Connecticut's are just not my cup of tea, but this one definitely I'm going to keep around on constant rotation. This is the first one I smoked. I bought a 5-pack. Actually, I only kept 3. I sent a few out to my friends. But I will revisit this cigar down the line and probably just do a short or something. But great performance today. If you've had this new cigar from Guy Fieri and Espinosa, let me know down in the comments. I know a lot of the sites are sold out, so if you bought the first release, you should have them. If not, you're probably gonna have to wait till all these sites are stocked again. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for supporting the channel. Don't forget to follow me on my other socials, Instagram and Rumble. Have a great day. Catch you on the next one.